Welcome to Ballman Field here as the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are going to take on the St. Thomas More High School. Sorry for the delay here. Our schedule said 2 o'clock start. They moved it to a 1 o'clock start and didn't tell us. So we're kind of starting the game in right after a touchdown by St. Thomas More.
Just started the second quarter, too.
Just started the second quarter. 26-0 is your score. Once again, I wholly apologize as much as I can for this whole situation we found ourselves in. We've got 2 different streams going to be going on today, as Bushnell Prairie City will be playing in Kincaid later today, and that's a Saturday game at 6 o'clock, which is a weird schedule as it is.
It's a long trip home.
Quite indeed. But as we've got it set up now, we can actually start showing the game, which is pretty much as best we can get. West Prairie coming in off that homecoming win last week, which was a great game to win, especially a high school football game that's won off a field goal. Is pretty crazy to see. I'm Kenny Suter along with Wayne Hoy, fill in for pretty much second announcing game for football here at West Prairie.
Glad to be back. I enjoy doing it.
It's pretty fun. We had to have a backup cameraman, our boy Timon from Western, foreign exchange student. Well, actually not really, moving to America. We might talk to him at halftime if he gets on the mic.
All the way from Germany.
All the way from Germany. So I don't know if you guys really want to listen to the German. Okay. So setting up for the kick. That is, I believe, number 4, Matt DeLorenzo. DeLorenzo gets the ball off. It's going to be a high kick right in front of that. I believe that is Cam Kramer, number 3. He gets the ball, goes through up the middle, gets another couple of yards before getting tackled by Vigu.
As Cheatsy?
Yes. It's
we might want to call him Vigo.
Cheatsy. Yeah, it's Cheatsy. Actually, yeah, I think that is how it is. Vigo et Cheatsy. Little Italian flair here for Midwestern Illinois.
Yeah. Don't see too many of those names. Setting up around the 34, 33.
One tight. He's going to hand the ball off. That is, and once again, Vigo's going to get the tackle. However, going to be trying to get off of him. That is number 5, Jensen Laughlin.
It's Stishi's actually from the Congo, I was just informed.
We got extra help up here trying to get everything set up, and we thank you.
Got people from all over the world at this game.
Indeed. And down as we get to the 11-minute mark. Once again, we would have, down and distance and everything for a scoreboard, but our scoreboard has kind of been on the fritz today, so we'll leave it just as score and time as Barkley connects with Rand Palmer to get about a 1-yard play on that pass. Looked to be going out to the flats, just could not get up.
Wasn't really anywhere to go either. Unless he broke that tackle and somehow stayed in bounds, there's not much he could do there.
And like all our other sports, we do have our live chat set up through YouTube. So if you got anything to say, a shout out to a player on this West Prairie squad, or even if you're from St. Thomas More and you want to tell us a little bit more about your squad, just put it into the chat. We'd love to hear it. As Barkley looks to pass once again, this is Leisman, however, just overshots him a little bit. So he was right in between Adoni Boomba and Matt DeLorenzo. And man, even if he caught that, was going to be a bad situation. He's sandwiched right between 2 more players.
Yeah, it would have been down on that spot, I'm pretty sure.
Punt team set up for the Cyclones once again today. I believe 3rd punt. Laughlin takes the punt. Going to be a nice spiral. This is going to go out of bounds Ooh, a good bounce, so not out of bounds. It's going to say down at around the 36-yard line. So very good punt once again. Laughlin has good kicking ability. We all know what he's capable of, and he's just going to get better.
Yeah, he's always a very reliable punter. I've never seen him really butcher a punt.
And with a little bit of this wind that's going on, we've kind of set ourselves up, had to go outside. New situation, new side of the crow's nest for us, as we kind of got set up and realized that we had another broadcast going on at the same time over on the far side of the crow's nest. As West Prairie will take a timeout, so will we, as we will be back right after this word by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to Ballman Field after the more timeout. 26-0 your score, 10-11 left in this second quarter. We'd once again like to apologize. We had the wrong times, so we do not have the first quarter footage. However, we'll have everything rest of the way through here.
Set up as quickly as we could just for you guys.
All that practice of doing it on dirt tracks throughout the summer, setting up and tearing down in 5 minutes, sure does help. As that pass play is going to be just undershot a little bit. Intended for the pass, it's number 81, Patrick Quarnstorm. And he's just passed right at the knees, just a little too low. 2nd and 10 for the Moore. Empty set formation for St. Thomas. They're going to send a man in motion. So he's going to be right behind. Little bubble screen, and he's going to spin off the first tackle, get up to the sideline, and spin through the second. So a good about 6-yard catch by Matt DeLorenzo. Justin Green, the quarterback for St. Thomas More.
It's plays like that where you really know, you see the importance of getting lower than the man you're trying to tackle.
Lower than the man, making sure to wrap up and keep your feet driving. That's the 3 most important things of tackling.
Right.
As we cross the 10-minute mark in this second quarter. 3rd and about 2 for St. Thomas. As West Prairie is going to try and get a stop here. Once again, empty set for the quarterback. Going to look to pass. It's going to be a slant. Will be caught. He's going to get off the first tackler, and he's going to have one man to beat him. As Laughlin's going to try and get there, and however, he will not. Touchdown, Adani Boomba. Pass to him from Justin Green. However, there is a flag on the play, so we'll look to see. It's going to be a holding and a face mask. Excuse me, face mask, personal foul, and it will be declined. So St. Thomas More with the touchdown catch. 32-0 your score, 9:47 left in this one. So they're going to get set up for the 2-point conversion. And so far from what we've been able to see, that they like to use this shotgun formation and utilize multiple slant routes to try and get this defense off the edge.
Yeah, they're going, ball fumbled.
Bumbled snap. He's going to try and take it in himself, and he will.
Straight in for 2.
Justin Green on the rush gets the 2-point conversion. So Champaign Thomas More helping to get a 34-0 lead so far in this second quarter. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to the Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring. We'd also like to shout out what would have been our pregame sponsor if we had a pregame. That is JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're out at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Little squib kick going to go right back to Cam Kramer. He's going to let that one go through his legs. He's going to try and get something out of it. However, he will be tackled on the field by Boomba. So not much of a return able for Cam Kramer, as the Cyclones are going to start offensively on around the 23-yard line. 9:44 left in this second quarter.
Is that a 9 or is that a 5?
Yeah, it's going to be a 9. There's nothing that makes you feel more like high school sports than having a couple bowls burnt out on a scoreboard.
You're never quite sure. Is that a 0 or is that a 7 up there on the home score?
Well, if you're confusing a 0 and a 7, there's a lot more problems.
There's a lot of bulbs out up there.
Pass from Barkley is going to be taken by Grant Palmer. He just had nowhere to go.
Driven back as well.
Pierce Boomba on the tackle. Also with our JoJo's Gaming Parlor pre-game, post-game sponsor, and also the home of TSSR Weekly, our weekly little highlights show that we do every week. You can see all 3 or 4 that we've done so far on our streams. Wednesday nights at around 8 o'clock, we try to get it on a certain time, sometimes a little later, depending on what type of situation we're in. Barker's going to look to pass, gets it out to Leesman. Eli Leesman gets about 4 yards on the catch. So 3rd and 3 for West Prairie. Each Wednesday you'll be able to see the highlights from all the local scores, get our entire schedule for the next week, and get some in-depth interviews with coaches with our Bushnell Prairie City High School main announcer, Jeff Borders, for football. Going through and talks a little bit to the area coaches for golf, football, and even some volleyball now.
It's going to be wrapped up in the backfield on that one with a loss of 3.
Loppin loses 3, sets up a 4th and 6, as it looks like the punt team will come in once again. And they just can't get their offensive going at this point. They've been having some success throwing out those slants and a little bit of the out routes. But anytime trying to get something on the ground, they're just a little bit too slow to get to that far side. Laughlin's punt is going to cross the 50 and be picked up on the run, and he's going to take it. That is number 88, Ben Horn. And what a return. I thought he was going to fair catch that one as it was crossed right about the 50. He ends up getting another 20 or so on the run. So a nice return sets up St. Thomas More.
10 yards of that was with the Cyclones up on him.
Sets up at the 30-yard line. And once again in prime condition to score once again. This Moore team has just been lights out offensively. He's going to keep it, look to pass, and wide open down the way. As he's going to just get a little too long of a carry in the pocket. He ran out to that far side bootleg. 2 men wide open. He just couldn't stop to throw.
Also a late flag there.
As we'll see where the referee is going to mark this. 7:45 left in this second quarter. Illegal man down. Oh, illegal forward pass as he crossed the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those close calls. He was very close. I personally didn't get a look at it, but glad the refs are on their toes with that.
So 3rd and 20 after the loss of the down and back 10 yards. Excuse me. 2nd down as the referees held up the wrong number. Second and 20 for Moore. They're going to bunch up the far left side, everybody on that far side. Horn will be the motion man, kind of even up this.
Little confusion on the play.
Ooh, and a nasty, nasty block. And that's got to be a flag, and there it is. And, I mean, that's just a blind side. You can't do anything about that. You had a receiver coming on this far side, and that was number 7, Adoni Boomba. Put his entire helmet and shoulder right into the face. That will be a blindside block, so another personal foul will knock him back a long way. And, I mean, it's the same with every trap play. You get that situation where you have the perfect man, not looking, perfect set, and you want to just nastily just take him out. But, man, you cannot. That sets up a person for concussions, injuries. That's just a horrible play. You cannot have that.
You see it in the movies. It's fun there, but on the field it's not fun. I've been the victim of blindsides a few times.
Everybody remembers that first concussion, and boy, do I. Blindside block for freshman year.
Ooh.
They're going to catch him off sides as West Prairie is going to jump. Referee in that perfect 5-yard position. He knew exactly right when it happened. So 2nd and around 32 after 2 personal foul penalties. They're going to bunch up this far side, and a false start.
24.
Peace Boomba, and it looked like he was going to call a man in motion, and he just went for it. So you don't really see too many 2nd and 37s.
Not a whole lot.
But Moore's going to try and get something going at this point. If you're West Prairie, I mean, right now you've got to stop them.
I'm going to assume pass.
Yeah, I'd say that. They're going to bunch this far side. They did show this and send a man into motion, as they will. It looks like they did not have 4 in. I was going to say number 4 was set, and then they sent 2 men into motion. So illegal shift. Just a lot of confusion on this St. Thomas play team. Now they're getting into a hard situation. They're sending too many men in motion and everything together.
Right. It's almost second on the whole field at this point. And a
quarterback keeper is going to get to the far side. Has 3 men blocking. And he's going to get to the far. He's going to get to the far side and will be able to step out of bounds after knocking. I believe that was Jesse Johnson down.
Going to get just over halfway from their original line of scrimmage. Now, I bet right here they might run that slant play.
I'd believe so that they'd probably maybe try that bootleg that we saw them almost score on.
That could be. As
they did have 2 men wide open a couple yards down the field. They do need more yards than really a slant play would suffice. As it is a screen, and right there perfectly is he's
gonna loose.
It looked like he tried to option it to the sideline.
Sideline doesn't usually pick up the ball for you, though.
Not really.
Won't get you too many yards either.
4th and 22. Fourth and 22 for St. Thomas More, as they're going to look to try and dig themselves out of this giant hole. This entire drive has just been kind of one mistake after the next.
Yeah. I do think it's possible, however, with the confusion they're having.
Green's going to look back to pass, and he's going to launch this one out, but it just overshot number 24, man. Out in that middle section, Peace Boomba was completely wide open. However, Green tries to throw that one to the far side, who was completely covered up by Rand Palmer. So that'll be a turnover on downs, as West Prairie will take the ball at around their own 41-yard line. 7:23 left in this second quarter. Your score still 34-0.
Not bad field position here.
Just got to hope that West Prairie gets something going offensively, maybe tries a little bit different than those outside sweeps. Outside sweeps have not really been able to get going this game so far. Hands the ball off to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to get through. It will be tackled down. So about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by Peace Boomba, number 24.
Boomba is all over this field today.
Both Boomba brothers, Adoni and Peace, have been playing very well.
Oh, well, that's probably why they're all over the field, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah, that.
I actually did not notice that.
Oh. 6:45 left in this second quarter, as Barkley's going to look to pass. Going to try and get out of the way. However, this one's going to be high, right to Leesman.
Perfect interception right there. Didn't even have to move. It was straight to him.
It's not an interception, as the guy that threw it caught it.
I'm having a bit of a long morning today, and it's going into the afternoon as well.
Yep, working on the broadcast project that you probably haven't even started. Your silence is very telling.
Did I even know about it? Who knows?
6:15 left of the second quarter after that long pass caught by Eli Leesman. So they're going to hand the ball off. However, it's just taken completely down. That is Aiden Horn on the rush. Excuse me, Xavier Hilton. Offense gets set up. 2nd and 14. Sparkle's going to look to pass. Quick one to Leesman. He's going to get upfield, about to take out the cameraman up there doing highlights. Leesman will get the first down as he finds that sideline on the hitch. This Cyclone team, especially if you can get them out, they can run and find their way through the hole. It's just getting set up so that they can get north and south instead of east or west on this field will definitely help them. Barkley looks to pass this time out to the far side. However, it will be knocked incomplete. Intended receiver was number 20, Garrett Walker. 5:15 left in this second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones. Barkley the past 2 games, definitely has started to find a little bit of the rhythm needed for a quarterback. He's been a lot more on target for the past couple of games. Got some really nice scores last game. Hoping to get another one here. He's going to look to pass, and it will be caught by Leisman. He's going to run down. He's going to try and spin into the end zone, and he will for the touchdown. So touchdown for the Cyclones as they get on the board, 34-6. And that's just what I was talking about. Barkley is starting to find his rhythm, just kind of getting that camaraderie and connection with those receivers, especially Rand Palmer, 34, who does a lot more slants and outs, and Leisman, who you saw right there, gets the score. Cyclones getting ready to go for 2, as Barkley had no room to throw that one. He basically had to swim move throw that. So it was way high. But West Prairie gets on the board. 34-6 to your score. 5:11 left in this second quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." You didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Ballman Field as West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones are going to get set up for a kickoff. 34-6 your score, 5:11 left in the second quarter. TSSR Game Time Live is brought to you by Tri-County Seeds. Tri-County Seeds, your local garden harvest seed advisor located in Scioto, Illinois. Rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for over 10 years, contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all of your golden harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs. Booming kick, as that's going to go right into the end zone. That's just that power that we talked about, Laughlin. However, we do have a man down. Getting up a little slow. That is Owen Rigg, 23. He is up and moving. Looks like he's just kind of found the wrong side of the dirt and twisted.
Not sure if it's a limp or wind knocked out of him. I can't really tell from up here.
He's up and walking off as Coach McCormick is going to talk to him. So the more offense will get set up at the 20-yard line. Going to take an official's timeout so the trainer can come over and look at him. Referee's whistle goes off, so now we can get set up. 5:11 left in the second quarter. It's going to be a pass and a long ball wide open. That is 81, Patrick Cornstorm, and he's going to swim through one man, however, and he fumbles the ball! And he gets,
that is a scramble.
And it gets kicked around a little bit, and Rand Palmer comes up with the ball.
Wow.
That is crazy. Patrick Cornstorm had the beautiful catch. It looked like it was going to be an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
but right down to that far side was 22. If I can get my roster back up, I believe that's Jesse Johnson.
It is very important to hold on to the football, especially on plays like those.
Yes, it is. Jesse Johnson was able to swing around that far side and pop that ball out with another player I couldn't really see. But Rand Palmer goes right into the scramble that started up and gets the ball and comes up with it.
Came out holding that thing like a trophy.
Barkley going to look to pass in the shotgun formation. Strips off one sack attempt, goes through two, but man, he's got nowhere to go, and his linemen are just standing around. So Barkley sacked, a loss of about 3 on the play. So we've got a man coming up a bit slow. And Barkley is just trying to find anything with that play.
Looked like he wanted to go forward, but his lineman didn't really want to go much of anywhere.
It's one of the things when that pocket collapses, you got to be decisive to go upfield. And we've talked a bit to Coach John McCormick, and he said that Barkley's getting a bit more comfortable with actually scrambling up the field, but sometimes, especially that one, he just could not get upfield.
Good pass, just really well broken up as well.
And we're going to go incomplete. So 3rd and long, about 12 yards, 13 if you want. .406 your time in this second quarter. As the Cyclones are going to get set up, it looks like they're going to have 2-man out, 2-man in to look for a pass play. This one's going to be a long ball. However, it's going to be caught in the wind. And a nice job there by Leisman to make sure to knock that one out of contention for the interception. That one just kind of got caught in the wind as it was just underpowered a little bit.
All right.
Sets up 4th down and another West Prairie Southeastern Cyclone punt. Cyclones down and ready. As he's going to get the punt off. However, it's going to be a short punt returned and caught for a fair catch. That is Ben Horton. Flag on the play, however. And it looks like it will be roughing the punter, or running into the punter.
Roughing the kicker.
Well, I mean, he's a punter, not a kicker.
Kicker, punter. They kick the ball.
So after the 15-yard personal foul, it will be a 1st down Cyclones after that roughing the kicker play. I'm pretty sure you can hear the coach yelling from here, as
I sure can.
Everybody in those grain bins up in Scioto maybe will be able to, as he is not happy after that call. 3:54 left in this second quarter. Barkley going to take the ball, hands the ball off to Laughlin. And Laughlin's going to get tackled and drop the ball after he's down. So 2nd and 12 after that missed play. Kind of just got blown up right in the middle. He didn't have anywhere to go. Barkley, after getting set up, Coach John McCormick will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back right after this.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 3:14 left in this second quarter. So West Prairie Cyclones are going to take a timeout and discuss things. DSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by the Community News Brief, For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Barkley's going to look to pass and going to get upfield, has one man in front of him. He's going to get that ball over to Xavier Hilton. Hilton will be tackled down. Just like we said, that by the time that pocket even opened up at the start of the play, it was collapsed by this defensive line. 3rd and 4 for the Cyclones. 2:45 left in this second quarter. Barkley gets the ball, looks to pass. This one's going to be out to the far side. Intended for Garrett Walker. Will go incomplete. 4th and 4 now for the Cyclones. So they're going to try and get anything going offensively on this drive. Laughlin's going to keep it as he's got a couple blockers. He's going to get upfield and will get the first down and a couple of yards. And that's what somebody like Jensen Laughlin brings to the table. Not only is he a good kicker and he can, catch decently well, he's a awesome Wildcat-style rusher to have in that quarterback situation where he can throw just in case, but, man, getting upfield, he knows where to find the hole.
Kind of a jack of all trades for the team.
1st and 10 for the Cyclones. He's going to send out trips to the far side. Laughlin, Leisman, and Walker out to there. Excuse me, that's Rand Palmer. As he's going to pump fake, but, man, he has nothing happening. It's going to be a sec. Josh May and Patrick Cornstorm in there first. Finished off by James Schmidt. So 2nd and 14, 1:15 left in this quarter. Barkley's going to look to pass. He lets this one loose to Laughlin, however, just a little bit high as he gets one hand on it, cannot bring it down. 3rd and 14 as we pass the 1-minute mark remaining in this half. You hear the coach calling, watch the reverse. We have seen that before. A complete end around with Laughlin carrying it. However, they're set up for the pass. Barkley's going to step up, long ball to Leisman. However, just not the right side. As perfect coverage by Justin Green. As you can probably hear the wind starting to pick up to this far side. It's going to be hard to get accurate throws now. 4th and 14 for West Prairie. Looks like West Prairie is going to go for it. Barkley in the passing formation. He's going to let that one out as a hitch to Leisman. However, he did not cross the first down line, and they did not say he caught it as it drops out when he drops to his knees. So after the incomplete pass, turnover on down, St. Thomas More will take over with 53 seconds left in this second quarter. At their own 46 or 47-yard line. Gonna look to pass, screen pass. Thomas Moore is gonna try and get over, however, will be stopped on the tackle. That is a combination of Jesse Johnson and Owen Rigg on the tackle, caught by Matt DiLorenzo, as Moore will take a timeout. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning-fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Also brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm. Talk to Daphne or Evan today at Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb for surprisingly great rates. Call them at 309-837-1200 or stop in and see them at 1221 West Jackson Street, Macomb. Also brought to you by Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support local athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Perfect time to be calling in Heil Trucking as we're getting to finally see some of these fields taken out, as they're going to try and sidestep that sack. So he's going to find the sideline. So Green's pass is complete to Cornstorm. And a perfect way by him to get around Aiden Horn, who came in on the blitz.
It was definitely a great play on St. Thomas More. That even while scrambling, they were able to get the ball off pretty quick, get it off to the side, and get more yards.
And also to find that sideline, as we got 33 seconds left in this first half. So they're going to look to try and score one more time. Green's going to look to pass. This one's going to be launched wide, just a bit outside. As Cornstorm goes to, had his fingertips on the ball, realized it was going to land just a bit outside. He tried to lay out and just a little bit overthrown. So 26 seconds left in this second quarter. 2nd and 10 for St. Thomas. Green gets set up. This one's going to be a low snap. And he will be picked up by Green as he's going to find the far side. And man, he's just got no one to stop him. After that fumbled snap, Green picks it up and rushes in his own touchdown, as a good play on the far side. I believe that was Cornstorm, the wide receiver, to realize he's going to scramble for it and stepping out and blocking that gate open for Aiden Barkley to finish off. So a touchdown by St. Thomas More makes it 40-6 with 16 seconds left in this second quarter.
Everyone was so focused on the kneecap snap that they were all coming in, didn't realize he picked it up and ran outside with it.
Next Madden play, the kneecap snap.
The kneecap snap.
As he's going to hand the ball off, going to try and spin upfield. However, he's going to ooh, wow.
He's putting up a fight.
They're going to put the entire team on his back. However, he will not get in for the two-point conversion. So 40-6 your score. 16 seconds left in this first half.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 16 seconds left in this first half as St. Thomas More is up 40-6 over West Prairie Southeastern. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Beck Pest Control. Don't let the varmints and creepy crawlies get the best of you. Contact Beck Pest Control in Colchester. Beck Pest Control can let you sleep easy when the lights are out, knowing you have no uninvited guests running around. Contact them at 309-313-5521. That's Beck Pest Control. Get the bugs out. Looking to kick is Matt Doloranzo. So it's going to be
Failed onside kick.
Going to be an onside kick. However, it's not going to be able to get down the 10 yards for them to pick. So they pretty much had to sit around and wait for Xavier Hilton to land on it. 16 seconds left. Sets up the Cyclone offense on their opponent's 49-yard line. And pretty much right here, you're looking at 1, maybe 2 moonshots. It's just chuck it up and pray.
Try to at least get another 6. But 16 seconds left. It's not a lot of time, but it's enough time to do something.
As the Cyclones are going to come out of the huddle. Going to send 2-man out, 2-man in. This is pretty much their best formation as it's able to get more blockers in for Barkley. Barkley's going to look to pass. They're going to bring 4. Launches it to Leisman. However, it's going to be underthrown a little bit and fall incomplete. So I'm pretty sure that says 10 seconds left in this second quarter. That's what I'm going to guess with our little bit of bulb burn outage. Second and 10 for the West Prairie. He's going to look to pass. This time he does get it off to Leisman. He's going to slip through one. He's going to try and get to the far sideline. However, he will not get to the sideline as Coach McCormick will take a timeout with 2 seconds left in this first half.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. So 2 seconds left in this first half. Barkley set out, empty set. Going to send a man in motion. Watch this end around right there perfectly. However, it's not going to fool, as he's going to just try and keep it running. However, there is one flag on the play, probably holding. He's going to finally get down. Lopham goes around 17 different times trying to get around. However, we've heard on the sideline them talk about the end around. It worked perfectly against South Fork last game. However, they saw it coming and were able to stop them. So that will end the half at 40-6. St. Thomas More up on the Cyclones. As we'll take a quick break, quick break for half, as we got 15 minutes in between. Come back, read some ads, and then maybe talk a little bit about the game, and maybe get old T-Mone on the call. And maybe interview about him for coming on to a real football game instead of that.
This has got to be his first high
school
football game.
Yeah. You're gonna be able to see real football instead of that soccer stuff, as we'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to Ball in the Field, as it is halftime. 40-6, your score. St. Thomas More up on West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. And boy, this wind sure is kicking up. 9 minutes left in halftime. So far for this game, I mean, the score pretty much says it all. St. Thomas More, especially on the offensive side, has just been
dominating.
I mean, it's not even like, I don't know really how to say it. It's quick hitting offense. It's not like it's very long drives. It's like we saw in one play, a handoff for 58 yards that really looked like it should have been, I don't know, 2-3 yards and tackled, but he'd spun off one tackle and a hole has opened.
Right.
West Prairie able to score on a nice pass by Barkley to Leisman, getting that connection set up as they've pretty much been banking on pass plays. The defensive line for Moore with James Schmidt, Josh May, and Peace Boomba. All three of those pretty much been able to stop much of anything going through. 8:45 left to the end of the half. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Not currently taking orders. That was the last year's ad. They currently have pumpkins and other fall goodies out for sale. So come in and check out where it is grown. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. This is our Game Time Live. It's also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best in the best of McDonough County. Let their experience in dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best in the best for 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. This is our Game Time Live, also brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. So, other than on the offensive side, what have you seen defensively from the St. Thomas More team?
Defensively, they're just locking it up, locking it down. They're getting decent pass coverage as well.
Other than also with that pass defense that we were talking about when they rush 3, maybe even 4, as they've shown some blitzes. Their pass coverage, especially on a pass to Leisman, they've really been kind of not really doubling up on him, but they'll have a man out and that safety will be kind of shaded more towards him.
There's usually another man nearby.
As we'll step out for just a second. We'll be back right here on TSSR Game Time Live.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live. And we got our special fill-in cameraman. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, my name is Timon. I just got to the US like probably 2 months ago. I'm at WIU, I'm a freshman, and this is actually the first high school football game I'm watching, and so far it's pretty awesome.
Yep, we are also in ROTC.
Yes, that's right, I'm doing the ROTC program.
That's how you met Wayne and our buddy Trevor. Anyway, so when it comes to sports in Germany, of course, I mean, everybody's going to talk about soccer.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, this might be a lot different, as in most soccer games, I'm going to assume, doesn't have a cornfield and grain elevators next to it.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes to like kind of the atmosphere, is this kind of how what it was for a German high school sports?
Well, I wouldn't say so. I think like here it's just a bigger thing. Like we wouldn't have people like filming the match, live streaming it, having like music in the halftime or something. But like the thing that is same is just that like friends, family come here having a good time, like supporting their kids, whatever, and just having some fun doing sports.
So also with sports, one question I'd always wanted to know is, we always heard a bunch about, of course, everybody talks about soccer. What are some of the other sports in Germany that are kind of up there, or is it just straight soccer?
Well, mostly like soccer. Soccer is probably the biggest thing, and also like handball. So handball is like mostly sports for the girls, and soccer is mostly playing by the dudes. And besides of that, like not too much. Maybe some volleyball, maybe some badminton, and something like that. But it's literally mainly soccer and handball.
And that's crazy. Coming to America when it's just pretty much there is 4 sports seasons and every sport has 2 different sports going on.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything that we do here with volleyball, and once we get to basketball times and baseball, everything like that. 3:30 left in this halftime as they're going to get set up. I believe we've got the Cyclones up and walking around in between the locker room and the gym. Spent a lot of time in between that, as this is where I played football.
Oh, yeah?
How
old were you?
What?
How old were you?
I mean, I'm a junior, so 3 years ago.
Okay.
But this was West Prairie Southeastern, the new consolidation for 8-man football. But in the years past, it was Bushnell, from where I am from, and West Prairie, and we'd play in between home games, switch them off every now and then. So played a lot here and spent a lot of time in that practice field, standing right there, hitting a sled, moving it 5 yards.
There you go.
Getting back into a stance and doing
That's
it again.
Good times.
So, Timon, what's your major for Western?
My
then?
major is international relations, and minor is then military science, as I'm doing the ROTC. And so far, I'm liking it pretty good. I am freshman, so I still have like a good amount of free time. So I got a good balance between school and having fun with friends, having free time. Yeah, I don't know. How would you say? Is it like gonna be less free time the older you get and the further advance you in college?
I don't really know, because I have no idea what you guys would be doing for international affairs. I know for broadcasting, I mean, I don't have free time.
Okay.
between the two jobs, doing this, schoolwork and everything, but it's all relative. You've got pretty much the same amount of classes unless you go and try to graduate early. I know my freshman year, it just seemed like everything was so slow. And then I got to junior year where it seems like everything is going at 17,000 miles per hour.
Got it. I think they're coming back. Going back on the field.
Yep. And one thing that I don't know if you were aware, I just kind of thought about that. Each of the St. Thomas More players and a few of the West Prairie players are wearing pink socks and accessories, as October is
Awareness Month, right?
Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the Susan G. Komen, I believe, Foundation. And that's one thing that especially on football we'll be able to see this week, is one great thing that kind of started in the sport probably about 10, 15 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And I've always liked going through. We've had family with, cancer is one of those things that happens to a lot of people. So a lot of people have personal connections to being able to wear this in October, especially when it comes down to time when playoffs are going to start, coming into the talks, as we're almost about halfway through the season. And that's one great thing to see, the Cyclones come back onto the field. We'll take a quick timeout and get everything set up for the third quarter here at Ballman Field.
All right.
St. Thomas More 40, West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones 6. We'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, We woke up and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to Ballman Field as St. Thomas More are getting set back on the sidelines. We'll get a reset for the third quarter of this game. 46 still your score. As it looks like West Prairie is going to get the kickoff. Or excuse me, kick off. Coach John McCormick talking to his team down there. And I believe Monday will be a West Prairie JV team game. I do not know if we'll be streaming that one or not for sure, but if we are able to, then we will, as I believe it will be the last JV game of the season for West Prairie. As one of the downsides of 8-man football is trying to find, JV teams around when a lot of the JV teams are pretty much the varsity teams with some of these teams. 12 minutes on the board. Laughlin set up to kick as we'll get this second half set up. Boomba gets the kickoff. He's going to rush through, and he's going to find a hole and will be tackled from behind.
Good run by Boomba there.
Good kickoff by Boomba to try and get through. However, tackled down by Ben Wren.
Ben Wren.
1st and 10 from about the 45-yard line. St. Thomas More going to try and keep this offensive, game they've had started rolling. Going to send 2-man out, 1 on the far side. They're going to send a man in motion. Pass play, they're going to have a blitz, and Green's going to try and get upfield, and he will get a first down. He's going to get a bit more. Finally tackled. Ball on the ground, picked up by Rand Palmer. Second fumble of the day for him. Cyclone football as just another great play.
I had a feeling something exciting was about to happen. Don't know why. Just felt like it was going to happen.
Well, it's football. It's always exciting.
That's true. That's very true.
11:41 as West Prairie gets the fumble recovery. And Green did a great job. They sent that blitz to the far right side. Get a great job of scrambling, finding the open hole, but, man, just couldn't keep a hold of it. Barkley set up. He's going to look to pass. Will be a slant out to Garrett Walker. However, there is a flag on the play.
That had some potential to be picked off, too.
Intended for Garrett Walker, as it was just overthrown a little bit. Going to set pass interference on the defense. So he just had a little bit of his jersey trying to defend. You can keep a hand on him, but you can't physically grab it. So they'll set up a Cyclone first down from the 44-yard line. 45-yard line, actually.
We don't see this formation too much.
He's going to hand the ball off to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to get down and going to be stripped. However, he was down. As one fan is obviously not happy with that one. $11:20 left in this third quarter after no gain on the play. Actually, it looked like he might have lost a yard from where they have it spotted.
I believe he did, yes.
It was close enough. Once the center will get down, he'll normally nudge it up forward just a little bit.
Yeah.
Ashway, I always liked the way that he snaps. He always has that flip up instead of a straight back like a normal. However, Barkley's just got nowhere to go. Patrick Quarnstorm goes in and gets a hold of his jersey, just completely spins him around.
Get a little tied up and pulled down. It's Not much he could really do about it.
This defensive line is just getting in completely. By the time he gets back, does that 5-step drop, and gets set, he's completely getting wrapped up already. So they either need to start trying to maybe find a little bootleg or something to kind of get him out of that situation, because every time he does that far step back, they're right there. Gonna look to pass. He's going to keep it, and he's going to flip it over. Ooh, flip it over to Rand Paul. However, he's just going to get tackled. So another loss on the play sets up a long fourth down for the Cyclones. Laughlin going to step in. Looks like he's going to punt once again. .45 left in this third quarter.
Oh,
it looks like we've got a bit of a
equipment failure.
Equipment issue. Looks like his snap is not working.
Sometimes those things are heck of a thing to get on there.
Ben Wren in now for the punt. He's going to get this one off. And a decent punt right to him. As he's going to muff it, and they got to pick it up, and they do. West Prairie gets the hold.
That looks like West Prairie's ball to me.
It does look like to me. I don't know what the referees are going to call, but it definitely was West Prairie ball.
Really? Wow.
I'm going to look back at this one. So we got a replay set up. As he's going to muff it, and man, it looks like they grabbed it on the far side. It was going to be close. So it will be St. Thomas More ball at about the 41-yard line.
Let's hope we can get it back here.
9:02 left in this third quarter. West Prairie's going to look to try and get something going defensively, get another stop, maybe another turnover, as they've already had multiple today. He's going to get the handoff, going to look to pass. Just perfect coverage.
Yeah.
Perfect coverage.
Right there, right up on him.
Now, Matt DeLorenzo had nowhere to go with Rand Palmer right in front of him. Knew that slant was going to come. So 2nd and 10 for St. Thomas More. Shotgun formation, 2-man in, now that they've motioned him back out. This time they do hand the ball off, and he's going to get upfield, and he gets the first down and a little bit more. He's going to juke around Rand Palmer, finally taken down by Owen Rigg at the 40-yard line. First down, St. Thomas More. .46 left in this one. This is a great tackle by Owen Rigg to get the opponent down.
St. Thomas More seems to be playing that outside game that we were talking about that 8-man always has. Once you get it outside, it's going to be a decent run usually.
Send a man in motion. He's going to get into a stance. Going to look to pass. Got 3-man following him and going to get tackled down. Great tackle. That was Clayton Hunt on the tackle. Justin Green trying to keep that bootleg to the far side. Gets about 2 yards on the play, so 2nd and 8 for St. Thomas More. Two men wide for St. Thomas. Gonna hand the ball off and just completely stops him. That was a great defensive stop by the Cyclones. So 3rd and long after the lose, probably 4 yards. 3rd and 11. Coming out, 42 Clayton Hunt. Comes off, hits the sideline, and gets a little excited. So you can hear him yelling up here. They're going to look to pass, and a blitz has Leisman, however, caught. It's going to be close to a first down. He will get it. Rand Palmer going to finally tackle him down. And number 4, Matt DeLorenzo on the catch. Sets up a first down for St. Thomas More. 6:47 left in this third quarter.
St. Thomas More, they've been every time they get a little trouble in the backfield, they seem to get the ball off pretty well.
Green definitely has that kind of, instead of stepping back the full 5-step drop, he's always back 1-2 looking to throw before he even gets that foot set. Man tight left side. He's going to look to throw, and this time it's going to be caught and in for the touchdown, Patrick Quarnstorm. So once again, a St. Thomas More touchdown makes it a 46-6 game. 6:19 left in this third quarter. Brett Havens coming on for the 2-point conversion defensive set. 2-man wide left side tackle. And he's going to look for a quick screen. He does get it. Complete to Peace Boomba. So that will make it if I can get my screen back up here. There we are. 48-6 for St. Thomas over West Prairie. We'll be back right after this.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to West Prairie Southeasterns. We're going to get set up for the kickoff. As a little bit of inside knowledge up here, we asked old T-Mon to step out for a second so we can get a stool for us. Didn't even realize that he might not know what a stool was. So 6:09 left in this third quarter. Now, St. Thomas More up 42, sets up a running clock throughout the third and fourth quarter, as long as they are still up. West Prairie going to try and come back and get something going offensively they can take away. The kickoff sets them up at the 47-yard line. As Cyclones,
I think the Cyclones are up for it.
They're going to send 2-man wide. It's going to be a keeper by Laughlin. And, man, he just doesn't get much of anywhere. There's just no holes able to be found.
Kind of ran into a wall there.
It's one of the good things about if you send a lot of men into one spot, you got that freight train of a wall that can just keep on pushing through. But, man, if the defense stops you, you've just got no place to go. So gain of probably 6 inches on the play. Sets up a 2nd and long 9. Man in motion. Going to hand it off, and it's going to be fumbled and picked right up. That is Quarnstorm, and he's only got Barkley to beat. And he will not.
It's not something you want to see.
No flags on the play, so a fumble recovered for a touchdown by St. Thomas More. 54-6 your score. It's going to switch the balls out for the 2-point conversion. Man, that's pretty much the worst thing that could happen right there.
Yeah, I mean, the only worst thing that could have happened is intercepting the snap.
Now, if you can intercept the snap, you're
probably
either offsides or the quickest person ever.
Yeah. You got Usain Bolt on your team if that happens.
So St. Thomas More will get set up, has tight on the left side, 2-man out. Gonna hand the ball off. That is number 7, Adonai Boomba.
Gotta walk it into the end zone there.
So, St. Thomas More 56, West Prairie 6, and we'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to Ballman Field, 56-6 your score. 4:35 left in this third quarter. As it's going to be a onside kick. Is there going to call the flag as it did not get the 10 yards?
It's about a foot from being the 10 yards, though.
Yeah, they're fighting for it, but it did not go the 10 yards.
No.
West Prairie football, they'll get the ball. Referees conferring a little bit. Maybe they went offsides before they were able to kick it. First touch apparently kind of kicked off the leg of the St. Thomas More player. So West Prairie will get the ball at the 44-yard line. Good field position.
Great field position.
Yeah, for running an offsides when you're up 50 points.
Yeah.
That's a bit odd, if it's my opinion.
You don't usually see an onside up that much.
Gonna hand the ball off to the fullback. That could not be able to see the ball. I'm gonna assume.
Decent play.
I'm gonna assume that's Rand Palmer on the rush.
Get about 5 yards. I'll take 5 yards every play.
You get a little slow to get up. Yep, it was Rand Palmer on the play. So good rush of about 5 yards. Sets up a second and looks like about 6. Three minutes left in this third quarter. West Prairie's going to set up in that bunch formation once again. So going to fumble the snap. Barkley's going to keep it and look to find the outside lane. He does, as he gets a couple yards on the broken play. Short gain on the play will set up a third down. It should be about a 3rd and 4. And they're going to say, ooh, they're going to knock him back. Say that he lost a little bit on that play. So actually it's going to be about a 3rd and 6. Barker going to take the ball. It's going to be a sweep to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to find the sideline. It's going to be close. However, they will call a flag on the far side. So kind of got personal foul on St. Thomas More as he was walking out of the sideline, and boy, they just lit him up. It's one of those things, like, you can push somebody out to the sideline, but if they're already stepping out to the sideline, you can't push them completely 5 yards out. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of foul. Ball on the 20. First down, West Prairie. 1:30 left in this third quarter. Barkley going to look to pass. He sheds one blocker wide open for Rand, and just going to be a little bit to the far side of Rand Palmer. So he's going to look to try and catch that.
Otherwise, wide open.
Some good play calling, and also a great job by Barkley to shed off that first defensive
rusher.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for. 47 seconds left in this third quarter. So 2-man wide, 2-man close for Barkley. Quarterback's going to look to pass. It's going to be picked off by Matt DeLorenzo. DeLorenzo's going to go up the sideline, has Barkley to stop him. Barkley will tackle him at right about the 50-yard line. And boy, he got back up and went right back down. DeLorenzo is down.
Yeah, he's rolling a bit.
As he's going to get looked at, we'll step out right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan, and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back to Ballman Field. 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. As they're going to rush up. He's going to have a wide run. .11:37 in this fourth quarter. Had have another man down. Another St. Thomas More player. That is number 7, Adane Boomba. So he's going to try and stretch out, and he was doing yoga, and then it looks like he must have just
might be
another cramp.
Yep.
So why that play was going, you might have heard silence because they started going the opposite way, and I totally forgot that with running clock, the third quarter had ended and we had skipped to fourth during the injury, and he started running. I went, wait a second. As Boone was going to get up, started to walk that off. It's nothing worse than cramps. I've never had one in an actual game, but just from the ones that I've had lying around or stuff like that, oh, I can't imagine.
He needs an MRE salt packet is what he needs. Fixes everything.
Now what you just need is a lot more water.
Water and salt. Trust me.
Oh. Look to keep it as he's going to get the ball off, and it'll be caught in the end zone by Matt DeLorenzo for the touchdown.
He couldn't have probably handed him that ball any better.
That was while he was in the process of trying to shed off a sack, he's just able to launch that one perfectly right into the hands of DeLorenzo. So 62-6 is now your score. 11-13 left in this fourth quarter. St. Thomas More up on West Prairie as they send a man in motion. Gonna look to pass, and he'll get. Oh man, he was getting tackled, but turns around and flips it perfectly to the man next to him. That's just heads-up play. So after the 2-point conversion, St. Thomas More is up 62-6 over the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to Bauman Field. 11-13 left in this fourth quarter. St. Thomas More going to look to kick it off. Cam Kramer out, and they're just going to squib it. Picked up by Garrett Walker, and Walker is going to get a decent return across the 50.
A couple good hits on that play.
And another guy coming up a little bit slow.
Looks like he hurt his hand.
That is 88 Ben Horn. And it looks like he just kind of got pinched there right when he got tackled.
Those always hurt for a couple plays until you realize you want to get back in there.
It's just a little bit stinger. You know, the adrenaline kicks back in, and then you're just ready to go again. 10:40 left in this fourth quarter. Going to be I formation, bunch up to the right. It's going to be a sweep. That is Cam Kramer on the rush. He's going to find the sideline, get upfield, and he will get.
It might be close.
I don't know if he will get the first down as he ran out the sidelines, and they're going to mark he's down about 2 yards before, but a decent run to the far side.
Yeah, great run. Play, if every play were like that, you just march it all the way down the field.
2nd and 2 for the Cyclones.
Personally, I like a good run play. I like seeing 5 yards every play. Just drive it. Passes are okay.
He's going to hand the ball off. That's to the fullback. He's going to get the first down a little bit more. That's Xavier Hilton on the rush. As the ball comes out, picked up by St. Thomas More.
Looks like DeLorenzo.
DeLorenzo comes up with the ball. 9:21 left in this fourth quarter.
That's the stopping momentum you don't want to see this late in the game.
You won't even really call that a stop momentum. It's just been kind of like a snowball down a hill.
Yeah.
And we've become a glacier. 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter. St. Thomas More up 64-6 on the Cyclones. Cyclones going to look for a stop here. As the ball's going to be handed off, finally picked back up, it's going to be fumbled. However, stopped in the backfield. Justin Green, quarterback, not happy with his running back after that. 2nd and 15 for St. Thomas More. One man tight, 2-man out. It's going to set a man in motion. And this one's just going to get through as they send a nice blitz. Tackle by Eli Leisman. So stops that one, loses a couple yards. 3rd and 17, 16. Close about it. .7:30 left this 4th quarter. 3rd and 17 for St. Thomas More. He's going to look to pass. He's going to let that one go on to the wheel route. He's going to be picked off. However, he does catch it on the dive. That is Xavier Hilton. So here's a little bit of momentum coming back for West Prairie.
I wouldn't call it momentum. I'd call it melting the glacier. We like to have fun up here.
6:54 left of this 4th quarter. West Prairie will take the ball out at around the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for him after another great catch by Xavier Hilton. So far, 3 turnovers for this defense. It's going to sweep with Cam Kramer. Cam Kramer's going to get off the first man. Just going to be completely tackled to the far side.
Might be a couple-yard gain there.
That's Peace Boomba on the tackle. He gets about 3 yards to around the 40-yard line. I formation for him this time. He's going to hand the ball off. That is Xavier Hilton.
Found a bit of a hole there. Had to bounce it out or back in a little bit.
2-yard gain on the fullback dive. 3rd and 6 for the Cyclones. 5:35 left in this 4th quarter.
Looking for a 6-yard gain. About.
Coming into the game. It's the number 6, Mitchell Wilcox, and number 12, Coy Bunnell. As Leisman and Aiden Horn will come off the field. So West Prairie going to start, going to continue mixing in a little bit of their JV squad. Barkley sweeps the handoff to
there.
Cam Kramer. Great run for the first down. Now they're finally starting to have success with this sweep. At the beginning of the game, they tried these types of plays, and they're just getting shut down all the time.
Defense, we're all over the sweeps.
Now they kind of loosened them up with a lot of those pass plays, especially in the 3rd quarter.
That play looked like it started and ended before the defense even realized it.
4:30 left in this 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Cyclone's going to hand the ball off. He's going to get up probably about a 4-yard gain. That is a handoff to the fullback. That is number 25, Aiden Akers. Akers, main fullback for their JV squad, has had some success on that side, especially in the game against the Bushnell Prairie City. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago by now. Once again, a sweep to Cam Kramer. He's going to shake off the first one. No, he's just going to get rocked into the end zone.
Sideline.
Yeah, sideline, but Surprised they didn't call a flag on that one.
Right.
They called one on. It was a bit closer, but man, he was walking to the sideline. He even slowed down and
all he needed was maybe a little push, not so much a shove.
Yeah.
And it's calls like that that can ruin your defense, you know.
And it's
not that it'll ruin the game for him at this point.
I mean, you're up 58 points, and you're going to be doing
shoving
stuff like
people
that.
into the
Like, let's be
sideline.
real, man.
Right.
It's going to hand the ball off this time back up to Aiden Horn. On the 3rd and 5, he'll get about 2 yards on the play. Yeah, maybe close to 3. So 4th and 2 for the Cyclones. 2:45 left in this 4th quarter. Going to look to try and see if they can score one more time before the end of this one. Once again, another semi loaded with corn coming in to Scioto.
Right, they're having a heck of a harvest over there.
Oh, yeah. He's going to sweep to Cam Kramer. He's going to find the sideline and get through for the first down. First down, Cyclones. 2:13 left of this 4th quarter. As they get across into the red zone. 17 yards to go. Barkley hands the ball off. He's going to get completely wrapped up right as he keeps on going, but he's going to chug through. Gets a couple more yards. It's Aiden Horn on the rush. Excuse me, Aiden Akers.
About 5 yards there.
Aiden Akers, Aiden Horn. It always trips me up every time.
Right.
1:30 left in this one. 2nd and 5 from the 13-yard line. Barkley coming in with the play from Coach McCormick. He's going to look to pass, and he'll get this one off. However, it's going to be intercepted in the end zone by number 26. That is Reed Craddock. So 45 seconds left in this 4th quarter, running clock. I don't even know if they need to run one more play. But
not so sure.
But with that pick, that will seal the deal for this one. (64-6) will be your final. And they're going to let this one wind down as they're going to get set up. So at the end of this game, St. Thomas More comes with a huge victory against the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones, 64-6. As the final horn will sound, I get to say that TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. Our post-game sponsor, JoJo Gaming Parlor, offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. So we saw a couple of nice plays, some shining light from West Prairie, but man, after getting down in that first quarter by 30, it was a bit too much of a hole to come back out of.
Now, and it looks like West Prairie actually shines during their run game, especially late in the game. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I think that 5-yard run football is way more entertaining than a 10-yard pass and then an incompletion, then maybe an interception. I don't know. I like seeing them chug up and down the field.
It's a little bit of that difference between the 11-man and 8-man with, so much more open space with dropping a couple of people.
That's right.
Being able to, have those spontaneous plays and also toss sweeps especially if you find that sideline, you can get up like we saw with Cam Kramer near the end.
Yeah.
Finds a little bit of the sideline, he'll go for an 8 yards, 100%.
Right. Saw that on both sides of the ball, actually, that getting outside and getting upfield. We talked about it last time I was down here.
Mm-hmm. One thing that we saw from this St. Thomas More team was that their defensive line was getting just consistent pressure every single time they went drop back to through. There's sometimes the pocket wouldn't even develop before the time they had 3 men in, and I think that really just hurts your chance of even doing anything on the passing game, especially when you get down to a point where you're going to need the passing game to help get you out of this hole.
Right. Yeah, if your quarterback can't get set, like if the defense just collapses that pocket, there's unless your quarterback can roll out and pass it on the run, there's not a whole lot he can still do.
So, with a final score, St. Thomas More 64, West Prairie Southeastern 6. We will see you guys later. I believe Monday's West Prairie game, there will be no game Monday, as we got somebody told us. That's always great to hear. So, other than Monday, I believe, I don't know about Monday, but I know Tuesday we have a volleyball game on stream. You can go through our entire playlist. We have all our upcoming streams put up till Wednesday, which is TSR Weekly, our weekly show, where we have all the streams that we will be doing for this week and next week, and have highlights for all the games as well, live from JoJo's Gaming Parlor in Bushnell. So at the end of this one, 64-6, your score. I'd like to thank Wayne Hoy and Timon over here for helping come out for this stream, and we will see you guys later.